She's
How
adorable.
beautiful is Norway?
I know.
And that actually reminds me that, you know, vacation season is coming up.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us are really busy kind of planning our next vacation.
And a lot of people are actually considering maybe taking to the open seas to see the world. If you're one of them, there's a new cruise line you should know about. Check it out.
Well, more Americans are taking to the seas to see the world than ever before, more than 4.4% over the last year. And this year, they have a brand new option with the debut of the first new cruise line in more than a decade. Carolyn Spencer-Brown, cruise critic, editor-in-chief, is sailing on the Viking Star's maiden voyage, and she joins us live from London. Good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning.
Now, this new ship signals a change in our industry to better kind of accommodate our travelers. What is this new cruise line going to mean?
Well, I mean, I think Viking Ocean is a new cruise line, and it's part of what we're seeing at Cruise Critic as a resurgence in the sort of a renaissance, as you will, in small ship cruising. And small ship cruising is these days any ship that's 1,000 passengers or less. And what that means is that the ships can get into less touristed ports. You feel a little bit more personal service, a little bit more special on board, and that there is the opportunity for more immersive experiences so that you can be a traveler rather than a tourist.
Well, I like that. We're seeing a big trend in using these smaller ships to travel, and you mentioned that travelers will go to actually experience more. Tell us what you mean by that.
I think one of the things that was maybe off limits, you know, a decade ago to travelers who wanted small ship experiences was the fact that only luxury ships offered them. And what Viking means to the travelers, and this was a great question that you just asked before, is that it is a small ship, but it's also a value-oriented experience with a lot of extras included in your cruise fare. It may change the way premium cruise lines, you know, price things. It may be a real game changer. We'll wait and see. But I think it's a great value for money, and allows people who have curiosity and want to see the world, but maybe not at a luxury price point. It gives them an opportunity.
Well, absolutely, Carolyn. And as you mentioned, this is the first new cruise line in about a decade, and I'm sure a lot of things have changed in the last 10 years. So how is that going to benefit our cruisers?
Well, it's not only the first new cruise line, which is exciting enough. I mean, I'm a cruise geek. I'm very passionate about cruise, and I get excited about stuff like that. But it's also the first new cruise line to debut with a new ship. And the last one to do that was Disney Cruise Line, which I think has done pretty darn well with its product. But what that means is that Viking has developed a cruise ship. It's custom designed a cruise ship to really reflect the emphasis it wants to have on the parts of the world the ships visit. And I think that's a very special. That's very special. On the second part is that it's made sure that it's Wi-Fi and all those conveniences we can't leave home without are state of the art and up to snuff at this time in our year. So it's a very comfortable, very luxurious feeling ship, but it also works pretty well too.
Well, just from the footage that you're showing us, it's obviously a gorgeous ship and something that a lot of people would love to be on. Yeah. Now, as you mentioned, a lot of people are working with a budget. So do you have any advice for last-minute deals?
Oh, so yeah, deals. I think the best thing you can do for last-minute deals is let us do the work for you. Cruise Critic does a weekly e-letter for last-minute deals. Comes out on Tuesdays. You sign up. It's free. Costs you nothing. If you like something you see, click on it. It takes you wherever it takes you. I think that's a great way to keep up on last-minute deals. But I do want to also emphasize that price is important to all of us. We all have budgets. But the most important thing you should think about when you're looking for a good deal on a cruise is to make sure the cruise line fits your travel personality. After you kind of match yourself or work with a travel agent to match yourself or come on Cruise Critic and figure out how to match yourself, then you can start deal hunting, bargain hunting, go for it with a vengeance. But first, make sure you put yourself on the right cruise line.
Well, Carolyn, some great advice, and you used my favorite word, easy. So where can we go for more information?
Oh, yeah. Please go to cruisecritic.com. It's a website, it's a magazine online. We're 21 years old. We have packing tips, first-timer tips, deals, port profiles, and we'll soon have a review of this mighty beautiful ship, Viking Star, on the site as well.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to it. Carolyn, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Now don't touch that remote. We'll be right back with more right after this.